Marching towards Atmanirbharata, India's defense revolution. Domestic production hit Rs 1.27 lakh crore in fiscal year 2023 to 24, with exports growing 30x in a decade. The recent inauguration of Tata Aircraft Complex at Tata Advanced Systems Limited campus in Vadodara, Gujarat on October 28, 2024 marks a key milestone in India's journey toward Atmanirbharata in defense. This facility, dedicated to manufacturing C-295 military transport aircraft, becomes the first private sector final assembly line for military aircraft in India, underscoring the government's commitment to enhancing indigenous production capabilities. Under the program, 56 C-295 aircraft will be delivered, with the initial 16 arriving from Airbus in Spain and remaining 40 produced domestically. This initiative exemplifies India's shift towards self-reliance in defense manufacturing, aimed at strengthening operational readiness and reducing dependency on foreign inputs. India's commitment to Atmanirbharata in defense is further evidenced by its transformation from a major arms importer to an emerging center for indigenous production. Driven by strategic governmental policies, this shift reached a landmark in fiscal year 2023 to 24, with Ministry of Defence reporting an unprecedented Rs 1.27 lakh crore in domestic defence production. Once reliant on foreign suppliers, India now places a high priority on self-reliant manufacturing to meet its security needs, reinforcing its vision to strengthen national resilience and reduce dependency on external sources. Rise in India's defense production. India has achieved the highest ever growth in indigenous defense production in value terms during financial year 2023 to 24, driven by the successful implementation of governmental policies and initiatives led by PM Shri Narendra Modi, focusing on attending Atmanirbharata. According to data from all defense public sector undertakings, other public sector units manufacturing defense items, and private companies, the value of defense production has surged to record high of Rs 127,265 crore, representing an impressive increase of approximately 174% from 46,429 crore in 2014 to 15. Historically, India relied heavily on foreign countries for its defense needs, with about 65 to 70% of defense equipment being imported. However, this landscape has dramatically shifted, with around 65% of defense equipment now manufactured within India. This transformation reflects the country's commitment to self-reliance in its critical sector and underscores the strength of its defense industrial base, which comprises 16 defense public sector units, over 430 licensed companies, and approximately 16,000 micro, small, and medium enterprises. Notably, 21% of this production comes from private sector, bolstering India's journey towards self-reliance. As part of Make in India initiative, major defense platforms such as Dhanush artillery gun system, Advanced Towed artillery gun system, Main battle tank, Arjun, light combat aircraft, Tejas, submarines, frigates, corvettes, and recently commissioned INS Vikrant have been developed, reflecting the growing capabilities of India's defense sector. Consequently, the annual defense production has not only crossed Rs 1.27 lakh crore, but is also on track to reach a target of 1.75 lakh crore in the current fiscal year. With aspirations to achieve Rs 3 lakh crore in defense production by 2029, India is solidifying its position as the global manufacturing hub for defense. India's defense exports surge. India's defense exports have reached an all-time high, surging from 686 crore in 2013 to 21,083 crore in 2024, reflecting a remarkable increase of over 30 times in export value over the past decade. This achievement is driven by effective policy reforms, initiatives, and improvements in the ease of doing business implemented by government, all aimed at attaining self-reliance in defense. Notably, the defense export also experienced a substantial growth of 32.5% over from previous fiscal year, rising from 15,920 crore. India's export portfolio boasts a diverse range of advanced defense equipment, including bulletproof jackets, helmets, Dornier aircraft, Chetak helicopters, fast interceptor boats, lightweight torpedoes. A noteworthy highlight is inclusion of made in Bihar boots in Russian Army's equipment, marking a significant milestone for Indian products in global defense market and showcasing the country's high manufacturing standards. Currently, India exports to over 100 nations, with the top 3 destinations for defense exports in 2023 to 24 being the USA, France and Armenia. According to Raksha Mantri Shri Rajnath Singh, the target is to further increase defense exports to 50,000 crore by 2029. This expanding international footprint underscores India's commitment to becoming a reliable defense partner globally while bolstering its economic growth through enhanced defense production and exports. Key government initiatives. In recent years, the Indian government has implemented a series of transformative initiatives aimed at bolstering the country's defense production capabilities and achieving self-reliance. These measures were designed to attract investment, enhance domestic manufacturing, and streamline procurement process. From liberalizing foreign direct investment limits to prioritizing indigenous production, these initiatives reflect a robust commitment to strengthening India's defense industrial base. The following points outline the key government initiatives. Liberalized FDI policy. So the foreign direct investment limit in the defense sector was raised in 2020 to 74% through the automatic route for companies seeking new defense industrial licenses and up to 100% through the government route for those likely to result in access to modern technology. As of February 9, 2024, 5,077 crore worth of FDI has been reported by companies operating in the defense sector. Budget allocation. The allocation for Ministry of Defence for the financial year 2024 is 621,940.85 crore as part of demand for grant presented in Parliament during the ongoing budget session. Priority for domestic procurement. Emphasis is placed on procuring capital items from domestic sources under the defence acquisition procedure. Positive indigenization list. Notification of 5 positive indigenization lists totaling 509 items of service and 5 list of 5012 items from defense public sector undertakings with an embargo on imports beyond specified timelines. So the simplified licensing process. The streamlining the industrial licensing process with a longer validity period. IDEX scheme launched. The Innovation for Defense Excellence scheme was launched to involve startups and micro, small, medium enterprises in defense innovation. Public procurement preference. Implementation of Public Procurement Order 2017 to support domestic manufacturers. Indigenization portal. Launch of self-reliant initiatives through joint action portal to facilitate indigenization by Indian industry including MSMEs. Defense industrial corridors. Establishment of 2 defense industrial corridors, one each in Uttar Pradesh and Tamil Nadu, to promote defense manufacturing. Opening defense R&D. Defense research and development has been opened up for industry and startups to foster innovation and collaboration. Domestic procurement allocation. Out of total allocation of Rs 140691.24 crore under the capital acquisition segment, 105,518.43 crore, 75% that is, has been earmarked for domestic procurement in the budget 2024. So we shall conclude here. India's journey towards Atmanirbharata in defense reflects a transformative shift from a reliance on imports to becoming a self-sufficient manufacturing hub. The record achievements in domestic production and exports underscore the government's commitment to enhancing national security and bolstering economic growth through robust defense initiatives.